So let's document some of the smells. I think it's really important that, our memories are triggered a lot by smells. So I think the idea of smelling tortillas is important.
Oh, yes.
That's
You
something
always
that
smell
never
tortillas,
goes away.
You always smell beans.
Well, back in the day when we went to school,
Right. Smell
our
the beans,
mothers
the
did not
tortillas.
work at the time. The women
Smell
did
beans?
not work.
Anywhere?
And I
Anywhere.
remember
Smell
when we
beans,
would
smell
come
tortilla.
home from school, we'd be
Oh, yeah,
coming
always
just
smell
down the
beans.
street, we could smell the tortillas down the street, and we'd
Everybody
always
did.
fight. That's my mom making tortillas, and they'd say, no, my mother.
Good.
And no, sure enough, we'd get home, and mom would have a stack of them
Yeah,
made
back in the
already.
day.
And we would start eating them with butter and cheese.
Maybe that's why
Eat
I
those
mean, you would
tortillas
get
there.
full on that. You wouldn't need anything else,
Yeah.
you know?
That's why they cooked like
We
that.
didn't- I didn't eat meat.
Did
I
she
don't
make
even remember
corn
eating meat.
tortillas or flour?
She also
tortillas?
made corn, but it's mostly flour.
I don't remember
Mostly
eating much
flour.
meat either.
I
I
didn't
remember
either, so I don't
beans, I
care for it.
remember
Refried beans,
Arroz con pollo,
refried,
arroz.
arroz,
refried potatoes.
fideo.
Fideo with the little pieces of meat in it, and corn tortillas with frijoles.
I don't remember
That was filling for a family
Just
of
with butter.
6 and 7. I mean, you could make it with 2 boxes of fideo, and that was our meal every summer for every day, and I mean we loved it.
This will be a strange question for non-San Antonians. Maybe for you too. What kind of fideo? Do you remember the brand?
Vermicelli.
Q and Q.
Q and Q.
Yeah. Was it the vermicelli, the little
The
yellow
yellow
box?
box. Yes.
That one. The vermicelli.
I still like that one.
I
Uh-huh.
do too, that's the only
We
one
still
I
cook
buy.
it. We still
Yeah.
cook it.
I
And you
still
have to cook it just right, because if you don't,
Oh, no, I
it
get
comes
It's all
all
mushy.
mushy.
Yeah.
You have to brown it, make sure the
So then I
whole
have
thing
to
is
ask you
brown.
then, is your fideo more like a soup or is it less soupy?
Less
No, less
Mm-hmm.
soupy.
Less soupy?
My daughter came one time when she had gone to Houston
Mine
and
comes out more like a
to
soup.
college.
I like
I've
it.
She
had it
came
both
back
ways.
and she goes, I'm gonna go to Rosario's to eat because Marisa loves to buy the pideo there. She likes to eat the pideo. She's gonna go to the restaurant to eat pideo. I was mad.
And they pay $10, $11
I can't believe you're
that.
going to the
When you can buy 25
She
cent
loves to
box.
have it from there. I'm like, oh my God.
So talk about how you had to toast it. What's the,
Oh, yeah,
give us
you-
the
you-
recipe.
Loras?
You have to make sure
Uh-huh.
that all of it is toasted.
Mm-hmm.
Because if it's not toasted and you start adding the ingredients and the water or
Oh no, but you
broth,
have to use a molcajete. The
Oh,
molcajete
yeah,
for
for
the
your
spices.
garlic
You
and
gotta
the
have the
jalapenos.
molcajete and put the
garlic, comino,
garlic and all
the
that and
sauce.
oh,
I
that
use garlic
smell,
and comino,
that
like-
smell you get from all those spices.
Since I learned how to cook.
There's nothing like
it was
that.
always garlic and comino.
And when do you put the spices in? After you've toasted?
After you've toasted it,
Some you put it in and some you put in
Yeah.
water and then you put it in, but it's gotta be real hot. And when you put it in, it go, you can smell it.
Yeah.
you simmer it at a
Mhm.
like medium,
But-
and you stir it every once in a while.
And did you put real tomatoes or did you put
Dad would
tomato
go
sauce?
outside and get the tomatoes and the onions and he
You
would
can
get
also
the
use the tomato
chiles.
sauce,
Mhm.
the tomato, yeah.
So what about, did you use ground beef or a little chunk?
The little chunk
Little
beef
chunk
stew,
beef stew.
the beef stew meat, or the little flank steaks or whatever,
Uh-huh.
cut them up. But, we would have to make it a big meal for a big family, so the meat would be little, but
Very little.
we didn't care, we were stuffed, fideo and beans. That
Tortillas.
was the meal of a champion,
Mhm.
and I still love it to this day.
Did you
Yeah,
guys
I
have
still
leftovers?
No.
No.
And you know what? We would have 2 boxes for us and 2 boxes for their family, and a big old pot of beans, and it would just
That's it.
completely go. It would completely go. We would go to the store and just buy the Hippo sodas. Do you remember the Hippo sodas?
Yeah, I remember.
We would always go buy a Hippo soda. That was our treat. We would eat our fideo and beans with our Hippo sodas or Kool-Aid.
And where did you buy the hippo?
The Hippo would be like down the street at one of the mom and pop stores. There were
Bustillos
so
had a
many of them
store.
everywhere.
The Bustillos had a store and they used to let us charge there.
Mhm.
Mission Pharmacy across the street where it's, what is it, Crawford?
It's pharmacy
It was
now.
Mission Pharmacy and he always let us charge there because we didn't have, every time the school came, my dad would go and we were all little because we were all one after the other. 11 months my brothers were apart. And we would go when school started and he would let us go and charge all our school supplies there.
Wow.
And then my dad would pay him when he would get paid from Kelly. He would pay him in payments.
So can we still buy hippo?
Hippo's gone.
I have not
There's
seen
no
hippo
hippos
in a
in
long
Laos.
time.
They're
But